Kobe, you know what's not good for you?
What's that, Barry?
People trying to kill you. Coffee is good for you. All right? Coffee is amazing. What's going on, guys? My name is Barry.
This is Kobe.
And this is Who Watches This. Ba-ba-ba-ba. What's going on, guys? Welcome to a new month, and I think this is like a nice little thing that we can start doing. But I have withheld the theme of this month from Colby.
Right, and I watched this movie, and now I have to try to guess the theme.
Yeah.
It's either like I was trying to think. I was like, Vince Vaughn movies. That seems too obvious. It seems too that's just too in my face. It can't be that.
As much as I love Vince Vaughn, it's not that.
Bill Paxton month. I could be down with that. I'm a big fan of Bill Paxton, but I'm kind of thinking it's not a person. So it's like
it's also not that toupee he's wearing. Toupee month.
Really bad haircut month. Yeah, there we go. It could be like shitty dad makes right month.
There are definitely enough movies to do that month. Well, it's hard because he wasn't like a bad dad. He just had a bad occupation.
That's true. Yeah. Criminal parents could be the theme. Bad cop, dirty cops.
Colby has ran out of guesses. This month, inspired by I like to watch a lot of like commentary videos on YouTube to like really hone up on me and Colby's commentary YouTube channel. But this month is inspired by one of those videos. It's WWE Studios month.
Oh, you know what? When this movie started, I noticed that, but it didn't click because there's not any wrestlers.
Yeah. I know. And it's kind of crazy because I was watching one of the films that's going to be here for this month is Oculus, which is a pretty great horror film. And I think it got overlooked because of because it was just a WWE Studios movie.
Okay.
But it was actually a pretty legit like horror film. And so I was like looking, I was like, all right, let's see what's going to be here. And I was like, WWE Studios has a good amount of movies that doesn't star any wrestlers.
Unfortunately.
But like, like the ones that don't star wrestlers are like actually like really good. They're not like the ones with wrestlers feels like a 90s action flick. Always.
Yes.
But the ones that don't have them are actually pretty decent. Like they're really good. So let's go to our other section where I rattle off a movie trailer for you guys. And lately we've been doing ones that rhyme. Or I have been doing ones that rhyme.
And they have been fantastic.
This one's pretty hard though. I was like, this one's going to take a stretch. So I hope you guys... A movie where Vince Vaughn plans heist is kind of weird, and Heilee Steinfeld plays his kid. Will it be as bad as I feared? The plan is a success, but the robbers are killed, and now the victim's brother is here to collect on the bill. Dirty cops are on his tail. It's certainly a game of cat and mouse. Will his plans go accordingly? Or will he fail and the criminals get to clean house? It's 2016 and we're talking about term life.
Yes. Yeah, I require you to make every opening rhyming now.
Yeah, today we're going to be talking about the 2016 WWE studio film, Term Life, starring Vince Vaughn and Heilee Steinfeld.
Yeah.
And this movie actually, it has a lot of big names.
It does.
Surprisingly.
Right?
Like who's the guy who acts like his like fence or whatever? His like middleman.
Oh,
he's like from like Breaking Bad and
yeah, I can't remember his name, but yeah, and he's also in Better Call Saul.
Yeah, well, yeah, Breaking Bad. What's the other thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a what is it? Offshoot. Oh, Jonathan Banks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Paxton. Oh, that's I was like, he looks so familiar. What's his name? Terrence Howard. John Favreau.
Yeah,
Mike
John
Epps.
Favreau's in it. I was just at the Star Wars Celebration a couple months ago, and he did like a whole bunch of presentations. He's awesome.
Yeah, Taraji P Henson like makes a cameo. I don't know if this is like a Studio 48 or whatever.
Mike Epps.
Mike Epps. Yeah, like strangely enough, there's like a lot of famous people in here.
Is this like what was it called? Film 43?
Oh yeah.
Where it's like
movie 44 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Everyone's just going off their contract.
Yeah, because everybody's got like 1 or 2 films left, and they're just like, well, throw them in this.
Exactly. I don't know what it is, but man, it really it kind of gives the movie some leg to stand on.
Right?
But yeah, let's talk about this film. So this movie opens up with Vince Vaughn. He's casing out a place, and he's kind of like a beautiful minding it right now. Mm-hmm. He's scouting the place. He's getting the times down for like when these what's called those armored tank cars that carry all the cash. He's timing that. He's just pretty much casing the place. But he lets you know that he's like, I'm not the one that breaks in.
Right. He's the brains. He's the planner.
Yeah, he's like, and I like to do my jobs where nobody gets hurt.
Yep.
You know, no innocent civilians, nothing messy. It's very clean cut. And so he sells that to a group of like foreign criminals.
Yep.
And they're like, well, how do I know this is going to be legit? He's like, you either going to trust me or you don't. But I can guarantee you this is going to get a lot of us like paid.
Yeah.
Right? I was kind of surprised though, because the payload was only going to be like $250,000. But that's the job that he got.
Right. And really, like, it was a pretty easy job.
Yeah.
I mean, like, from the outside, I'm like, there was a lot of planning to it. But for, $250,000, it was an easy job.
Oh, it was super clean, but I was like, there's so much more left. You guys could at least come out with like a couple more bags. And the plan goes super smooth, it's like Colby said, super easy job. But when they get back to the rendezvous point to give the money back to the person who contracted them, mm-hmm. all of a sudden Bill Paxton and Mike Epps, a bunch of dirty cops, shoot them up.
Right. We don't know the cops at that point, do we?
I don't. No, I think we do.
Oh, you're right. I think we do. Oh, right, because then they burn the money, and you're like, what?
Why are they burning the money? Right? I thought they were gonna take the money with it, but then they burn the money, and now the foreign criminal has a brother who is a international crime lord.
Yeah. And
he is known for not letting things slide.
Right, as most international crime lords are.
And you know what? Big ups to him because he personally comes. Because it's my brother.
Yep.
But at this point, Vince Vaughn thinks everything has gone according to plan. And we get a little bit of a backstory between him and his personal life, where he follows Heilee Steinfeld. And he's like, oh, that's my daughter. She's having a bit of a trouble right now because her mother is in rehab for alcoholism. Mm-hmm. But I've been watching her my whole life, and then I kind of like this because it's a very quick rundown of like what the whole situation is, right?
Yeah.
He tried to be a father, but then one day he was getting beat up by some criminals, like probably a plan that went awry, not because of him, but because of the criminals.
Yeah. Yep.
He's shown to always be a man of what's it called, like strategy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But his daughter ended up just like, he ends up not being able to be there for his daughter to either pick her up or something. And then that caused a rift between him and his wife.
That weird change where you get the dad who still loves his daughter and still watches her grow up, but does it from afar because he doesn't want her to be associated with the criminal life, to be used as leverage.
He's pretty much Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he kind of, after each heist, he packs up a a little bundle of cash and sends it off to mom to make sure that she's well taken care of.
Right? It's like every month he's sending like 10, 20 grand.
Right.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
No trouble. His wife knows it's always going to be there, you know.
Okay, real quick. Not sponsored, but I am drinking the Artist Marshmallows limited edition Coca-Cola Zero Sugar.
Oh yeah, you bet. Sound cap that one.
That's interesting. It's not bad. Where like, see, Coke is, they're tricky. We were joking. It's like the Kit Kat of sodas,
Or the Oreos of sodas.
or the Oreo of sodas. Yeah, every time they put out a new flavor, as long as they do a diet version of it, I always pick it up, good or bad. And I hated Starlight, but I loved
Dreamland.
This one's halfway in between. This would probably make a really good mixer.
Oh yeah.
Could totally see this being a mixer, but I probably wouldn't like buy a 12-pack.
Buy
of
a
this.
case.
Yeah. Okay, and now back to our regularly scheduled broadcast.
Everyone's gonna think we're sponsored by Coke now.
Coke's got bucks. We will allow them to sponsor us.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
They haven't yet,
will.
though.
I will wear a polar bear outfit. Oh man, but yeah, and so we find out Vince Vaughn's little handler finds out that there's a huge issue, that the people that he gave the job to are now dead, but the issue is that the people he gave the job to that are dead is brothers with this international crime lord.
Yeah.
So now he's like, I thought this movie was about him having like cancer or something. Because I read the description.
Oh, okay.
I read the description. He's like, he's just trying to survive long enough for his life insurance to pay out.
I see. We'll talk about it at the end. But yes, so he's like, wow, this crime boss thinks that I was in on his brother dying, so I am most likely going to get killed. So I'm going to take out a life insurance policy so that my daughter is taken care of if things go awry.
Yeah. But as soon as he gets done signing those papers, he gets kidnapped by the crime lord, and he's like, "Ooh, Kate, is that your wife, daughter?" Oh, daughter. And so he goes to so he plans to kill his daughter if he doesn't give him the information on either how he killed his brother or who killed his brother.
Right.
And so, Vince Vaughn's able to escape in the meantime, grab his daughter, and she's like super pissed. She's like, "What are you doing here, Nick?"
Yeah, because she doesn't know who he is. He's not like, he's
not a total stranger.
Yeah, but he is not a regular, so.
Yeah, so he doesn't get Dad. He gets Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. But he's able to, like, kind of just kidnap her at this point. She's 16.
Right.
So he kidnaps her, and he's like, but she starts to see the gravity of the situation because she does see one of the thugs come and try to get her.
Yeah.
They escape to, what's it, Hansling?
Yes.
Yeah, Hansling, Georgia. I believe, I thought they were Indiana, but apparently they're in Georgia, and that's where they end up hiding out for a good amount of the movie. But, this is sort of the time where they can actually try to start rebuilding their relationship. Vince Vaughn, even though he does love his daughter, he doesn't know how to really be a dad, especially to a teenager. I don't think it's easy to drop any man into that situation to try to handle a female teenager.
Right, yeah, get her right when she's angsty. Yeah.
Like, there's not like this slow, gradual build.
Right, and like one of their first interactions is him busting her phone because he's like, they can trace this snap, and she's like, "I am a teenage girl, and that is my contact to the world."
No, it's funny. It's funny when he first gets into her apartment, he busts in there like the Kool-Aid man, and then she holds herself up in the bathroom, and he presses in there too. But Vince Vaughn is like what, like 6'4"?
Yeah.
Dude is tall, so yeah, he could definitely put on the Kool-Aid Man outfit. And and like, I wish this movie was a little bit longer to more explore this dynamic between them that's going on. But the movie's only like an hour and 32 minutes. It's a WWE production.
Right. Yep.
I don't know if they had the chops to put in 20 extra minutes of story time, right? But yeah, we get a good turn 30-ish minutes of them in this small town in Georgia where he's like, do you want to go swimming? And he's like, I don't have a bathing suit, so he tries to take her to the bathing suit place, but picks out like things that a 7 or 8 year old would wear. She's like, I'm out of my Hello Kitty phase. He witnesses her
because he's trying to pick out things that are gonna blend. He's like, because you don't want to stand out when people are looking for you.
Yeah, he's kind of like explaining his process,
right?
As a crime or as a planner. They should have called this movie The Planner.
Right.
And he has a trapper keeper. No, no, but he also notices like her like standing by the pool and some guys like kind of like hitting on her. And like, do you want a beer? And he's like, come on, like no beers.
Yeah. And she's like, beer's like the least thing for you to worry about. And he's like, yeah, but you're still 16 and you're still my daughter, so no beer.
And it feels like it's going decent, but she does try to escape one time.
Right.
Early on, but then they're able to they kind of mend fences a little bit. I think it's more to I forgot what happens in between this and the carnival. Well,
because that's where they're having ice cream, and she's like, "Well, if you're such a good thief, tell me how I could rob this ice cream shop."
Yeah, and he completely breaks down his process.
Yeah.
He's like, the first things first is like, before you even get in there, you want to know how you're going to get out.
Right.
Then you case out everything, like possible cameras, escape routes, how to hit this place fast and easy. And it's cool. She gets really interested in that. And then they go to the festival, right?
Yeah.
And so when they go to the festival, they've kind of like have this mutual understanding of each other now. Everything seems kind of like cool. They actually enjoy the festival. They end up taking a photo on top of the carousel. It's probably like, she's probably like, wow, we feel like a real normal family right now.
Yeah.
Or
at least the most normal she's felt with her dad.
But then there's like this moment where like they're playing games and then like he and Heilee Steinfeld see this drunken mother being upset that she couldn't win this prize for her daughter. So Vince Vaughn goes to do it. But she's like, I'm not a charity case.
Yeah.
What are you, the board game white knight? Heilee Steinfeld is looking at it as probably what happened when she was growing up, like with an alcoholic mother.
Yeah.
But Terrence Howard... Oh, no, this is what happens in between. So they go to meet Jon Favreau because that's Vince Vaughn's like little fence guy.
Yeah. He's the one who... hooked him up with the
job. And when they go try to meet something to see who the people are, we actually Jon Favreau gets shot, and then Vince Vaughn fights the cop who shot him.
Oh, right, and that's when they find out that it's
that
the cops are dirty or in on it or whatever.
And then that's what sort of puts what lets Heilee Steinfeld know, like, oh, this is legit.
Yeah.
This is super serious. Meanwhile, the international crime lords have gone to somebody that was from their country who now works for the police, and now they're doing little details for him through the police force.
Yeah.
So and then they go back to the town, cut back to the town with Vince Vaughn and Heilee Steinfeld. That's when they go to the ice cream and they go to the festival. And so now we're back to where we were. Terrence Howard comes. He's the local sheriff, and he's like, "Oh, come on, Jenny." I'm pretty sure he's just playing his character from Hustle and Flow. He's like, "Don't worry about it, man. I got it." But he gets a good look at Vince Vaughn's face. He's like, okay. But now an APB has gone out on Vince Vaughn, and I'm pretty sure you know why Jon Favreau did this movie is because him and Vince Vaughn did Swingers together, and then they used his photo from Swingers on the APB.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But Bill Paxton, he's
Dirty cop,
but he figures out one of the guys through his inside connection in the police that one of the guys that's dirty with him is feeling guilty and talking to internal affairs.
Yeah.
And so that's how the APB goes out, because he goes and he kills the guy. His
Oh yeah, he goes to kill
dirty cop buddy.
subordinates.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of his. He kills one of his subordinates. That's how they.
And then blames it on Vince
Vaughn.
Vaughn. And so then that's what the APB goes out, because he's like, oh, now he's not just a thief, but he's a cop killer.
He's an Ice-T song from the 90s. Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts. I'm like very much simplifying this movie. Decent amount of moving parts in an hour and 30 minutes that like seem coherent.
Right, yeah. And a lot, and things that were mysteries that they wrap up well.
Yeah, except for the life insurance. It never comes back in because I guess, he's alive.
Right.
Spoiler alert. It's a feel-good movie, sort of. But yeah, no, they have a good night. Everything seems fine, but in the morning, after everything has transpired, Terrence Howard wakes up and he sees that his assistant had put up the new APBs, which has Vince Vaughn in it,
Yep.
and now Vince Vaughn and Heilee Steinfeld, they're out on the town for lunch, and he sees Terrence Howard looking at him, and he knows. He, if you're a criminal,
Yeah.
you can tell when you're in trouble.
When a cop stares at you for just long enough,
Yeah.
it's not more than coincidence.
Yeah. And so he kind of freaks out. He tells Heilee Steinfeld, like, let's go. We got to get out of here. It's not safe. But he formulates a plan, just like how he always done. He has one of the kids that was hitting on his daughter take his Challenger, and she takes a sweet 1994 Honda Civic. They split up. They put distance between the deputy and the sheriff.
Right.
Now Vince Vaughn is trying to outrun Terrence Howard. I was like, nah. The moment he jumped out of that second story balcony, ankle shattered. Too tall for that. The Challenger is being chased by the deputy. Deputy catches it, finds out it's one of the kids that are there for like some event. Mm-hmm. And Heilee Steinfeld isn't able to get to the rendezvous spot on time. And so Terrence Howard ends up catching Vince Vaughn. Now, when they get to the station, Vince Vaughn tries to tell him the story, and he's like, okay, all right, cop killer.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I've heard enough conspiracies. There's a lot of drunk people in town that make more sense than you. When the cops come, though...
Yeah, pretty much you're on an AP... Yeah, because he said that.
Yeah.
He's like, do you believe everything you hear? And he's like, well, if the words at the top of the picture say APB, yes.
Also at the same time, at this time, Keenan, who's played by Bill Paxton, our dirty cop, actually finds out that the reason why Vince Vaughn is still doing all this is because he's trying to protect his daughter.
Yep.
And they find out... also, like, Mike Epps is like super upset that his friend had died. He's like, can you believe everything fits in this stupid box? And he's like, is that what really happened? Because because Vince Vaughn, in like a little throwaway line at the beginning, or like sort of in the middle of this movie, he's like, if we run away long enough, these dirty cops are gonna implode on themselves.
Yeah.
And so Mike Epps is already kind of questioning Keenan's like leadership. But they find out that Vince Vaughn is tied up in this little backwoods town or backwater town.
Right.
I don't know what the phrase is anyway.
Yeah, I think that's probably...
But when the cops get there, it's actually our international crime lords, men.
Yeah.
And when they run their badges, because Terrence Howard is kind of like, man, he's really adamant about this, and this guy just smacked the shit out of this dude. He runs the badge numbers, but when they run the badge numbers, it's one of their inside men that the international crime, the crime lords, like taking residence in.
Yeah.
How to move
So the badges are all legit. So he's like, yeah, we
we
called it in. These are real cops. But take them away.
But then later, the what's it called, the assistant comes. He's like, Terrence, the badge number on that guy, the guy is somewhere else. Like he just reported and it popped up in the system, and he's like, damn it. And they go after them. They had this shootout. I wanted Terrence Howard to like survive, you know, like, you know, when you're like I love those movies of like small town cops,
right?
That are just like so bored, and then but they're either like super angsty, like they want to get some big city action, or they're from the big city and they just want a quiet life, and then the action comes to him.
I used to be a cop in New York, and it was too much, so I moved out to the sticks.
After that last case,
worst thing I have to worry about is somebody stealing somebody else's pig,
or trying to find the Benedict's goose.
Yeah,
you know, it's always like that last case broke me.
Yep.
But Terrence Howard is able to kill one of the perps, but is flanked by one of the guys, and he gets shot in the chest. And I was like, oh, not Terrence Howard, man. But Heilee Steinfeld, who Vince Vaughn told, is like, you got to get out of here. Don't come back.
Right, yeah. If we miss the rendezvous, you just keep on driving.
Just keep on driving.
Put states between us.
Yeah. But she ends up saving her dad, and Vince Vaughn is able to talk to the crime lord, and he's like, listen, I didn't kill your brother, and I'm going to prove it. And I'm going to prove it by not killing you. And he's like, you're not going to kill me, because if you do, this will never end. It was like, you know, fucking, yeah, good point, man. This is a cycle of violence.
Yep.
And Vince Vaughn, he feels like he's like Batman. He doesn't want to kill somebody unless he has to, or like Punisher. Actually, Punisher.
Right. Yeah.
But he knows that if he kills this guy, it's just not gonna. Now the whole syndicate's gonna come down on him. You know. But
he's kind of got like Robert Patterson hair on an old person.
He does that so Batman no hair. One can recognize him.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah. I would immediately recognize that bad hair.
No, because you just be like, that guy has a really bad toupee.
Yeah.
And then just like talk about it with tea or something.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, and so now they go back to John. What's that dude's name from Breaking Bad? What was his name in here? This movie. Harper. He goes back to Harper's place. Oh, no. Him and Heilee Steinfeld sort of argue in the car. He's like, I told you to leave. And she's like, oh, shouldn't you be happy that I saved you? And he's like, no, I don't want you in this life.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And she ends up just leaving him because she's super frustrated and all that stuff. But unfortunately, she gets caught by Keenan.
Yep. And then he uses her as leverage. Yep. Yeah.
But he's like, what's called Vince Vaughn has the dirty cash that can put them away.
Right. Yeah, so he kind of starts to unravel this mystery that the other dirty cops don't know. Because he's trying to prove himself
that he
innocent of the murder.
Yeah. And so while they're at this like classic 90s warehouse standoff, he's like, do your friends know that you killed Maddie? Do they know that? And that's where they implode within each other. Yeah. Vince Vaughn is able to escape with Heilee Steinfeld. Keenan ends up killing both of his subordinates. I was like, dude, it's not like looking good for you. Like, even if you come out of this scot-free.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to cover that up. That's a lot of killing.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can spin it to where it's Vince Vaughn's fault, but like someone at IA has got to be like, this seems suspicious.
Yeah. But a lot of paperwork to get out of it.
All right. But no, Vince Vaughn goes back to Harper's place, and they're trying to formulate this plan. But Heilee Steinfeld, she's looking at the board of crazy photos, the yarn board, and she's like, I got it. I got a plan. I can do this. I can do this, guys. And so we cut back to Keenan. He comes home, after a hard day's work of dirty copping it. And Heilee Steinfeld's out there, and she's like, my dad doesn't know I'm here, and I'm going to kill you.
Yep.
And he's like, oh, you're just making this so much easier for me. But all of a sudden, we find out that it's a ploy because the crime lord comes out of the shadows like a Sith.
Yep, she just needs him to admit that he
killed the brother.
Yeah, Alejandro.
Oh man, and she's like, "What are you gonna do to him?" He's like, "Nothing you want to know about."
And as the van drives away, she's got a little smirk.
Yeah, she
got a little
She is her daughter's father. I don't know how to say that. Is it daughter's father or father's
daughter?
Yeah. And everything seems to tidy itself up. At the end, we find out that Vince Vaughn had spoken to his ex-wife Robin, and she agrees that Hailee should stay with him for the time being while she gets better.
While she cleans up. Yep.
Yeah, she was probably impressed that he was able to rein her in, because but like at the start of this film, she got caught for underage drinking. She was living by herself in a different apartment.
Right.
So,
that even comes in where like the underage drinking is they find her fingerprints on the guitar, right?
Oh yeah, it's like on the guitar charm.
Yeah, and then when they look it up, because they're looking to see if it's Vince Vaughn's.
Yeah.
But they find her fingerprints, and since she had been booked for the underage drinking, her name pops up.
Same last name.
Yeah,
but and she's like, I'm staying with you, right? Like, I want to stay with you. And he's like, yeah. And she's like, great, because there's this place I want to case out. And he's like, well, hold on there, cowgirl. Right? Like, relax.
Let's get you a high school diploma first.
She's like, before you start your life of crime, let's
Well, it was a cute way to end it like that.
Yeah. Well, it's like, it's cool because it was something that they could really like kind of bond over, strangely. A life of crime. You gotta admit, like, he's like his way of crime is very regal. It's very high class. No one gets hurt.
Right.
But you don't leave, you're like a shadow.
Yeah.
All right, before we talk about the rest of the film, let's do our other segment, high star, low star.
Okay, so we got a 9 out of 10. Ignore the haters. This is a great film by the underrated Vince Vaughn. This is a great film. How it is rated so low is a complete travesty and extremely inaccurate. It has a great story, a fantastic acting, great cinematography, and a great ending. In my book, that means this is a great movie. You watch before Vince Vaughn's career is over, he will win an Oscar. Watch Prisoner in Cell Block 99. It's Oscar performance by Mr. Vaughn. This is a must-see movie, and it's a very close to a 10.
And then we have 1 out of 10. So sad. I really wanted to like this movie. The cast is 100% awesome, and they've all been in some amazing roles, but not in this movie. It was not money. Given the caliber of the performances by the actors in other films, I'm looking at you, True Grit, Hidden Figures, Swingers, Breaking Bad, Iron Man. This film was considerably let down. That's a weird call out to like for the other actors' movies and stuff.
Right. Yeah, because that's basically saying like, oh, you guys are all good, but you phoned it in on this one.
I mean, it's unfair to Taraji P. Henson. She really had like 5 lines. And like Jon Favreau, he like did this in the afternoon. It's not like what were you? It's a WWE Studios film. Why are you expecting an Oscar movie?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want an Oscar, just watch Blonde on Netflix, starring Ana de Armas. playing the titular role of Marilyn Monroe. Have you seen that? That movie's fucking depressing, dude.
I've not seen it. I was looking at it when I was pulling this up.
It's
because
3
this
hours.
movie is on Netflix.
Yeah, that movie's 3 hours long.
That's a long movie.
It's a 3 hours of depression. Like I didn't understand what that woman's life was until now.
I say that's a 3 hour, 3 hours. So that's a long movie. But it was like, if we chop it up into 3 1 hour episodes, I'll be like, yes, I will binge that. What?
Oh man, but yeah, this movie, you know, like I said earlier, I feel like the movies with the wrestlers are like a '90s blockbuster action film. This is like sort of within the same realm,
Right.
you know. It's not exactly like Oscar worthy, but it has a decent amount of like good like moments.
It did. I really liked the script, and I really liked that there was a awful lot of potential with this movie. I feel like there was a few things that they didn't capitalize on. Like the name of the movie is Term Life.
Yeah.
Like I felt like they could have done more with that. Like
With the insurance?
Have there be a few times where he just like, this is the end. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice myself to save my daughter because at least then she'll end up being rich, you know, kind of thing. And they didn't, like you said, they really don't mention it
After that scene
until like the very, very end when the old guy's like, he's like, I guess I don't have to cash in my insurance policy. And he's like, some things are worth more insurance, you know, or worth more than a payout, whatever. And I like, it was a cute last line, but I just feel like they could have done a few more little gags about that.
Oh, about the insurance policy. Like he's like starting to watch it. Like before the blood work goes, he like watches what he eats.
Right. Oh, yeah, they could have done that. They could have been like, somehow in the middle of all this chaos, he still has to stop by Quest and get his blood drawn. You know.
Yeah, I think what's it called? Like the title of the film and that little tidbit, you could really omit that out. If they had called this something else, like The Planner or like Heist or something.
Yeah.
Something that was more along the lines of like what Vince Vaughn does, tying it into his daughter. Like then we could totally omit that whole life insurance thing. Because you feel like he's been a criminal for like how long? He must have had, probably would have had a bigger stash.
Right.
Right. So like, yeah, that part kind of seems like a throwaway.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's how they had built the idea. Like, you know, whoever wrote this script, like maybe he was like in an IHOP and he's like talking with his friends. He's like, what about a movie about a planner who gets framed?
Right. Like I said, I really like that premise, and I just feel like they kind of fumbled a little by not using it more.
Yeah, like because in Vince Vaughn and like Heilee Steinfeld, obviously you already know Vince Vaughn is great at comedy.
Right.
He has a very certain type of comedy, but in this movie it totally would have worked. And then Heilee Steinfeld is really good at playing off of other people. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, they could have done a little more gags, you know, talking about his blood pressure.
And then you expect that from Vince Vaughn, and he played this straighter than he does most of his roles.
Yeah, I mean we do get a little bit of it because you know, she's like, you gotta stop drinking coffee. It's bad for you.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know. Is it bad for you?
It's not bad for you.
Like, not too much, right?
Not too much, yeah.
Everything in moderation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to drink 12 cups a day. But.
I feel like I do, and that's why when on my days off where I try not to drink coffee, I'm like, I look like a zombie. Like my eyes sink in just a little bit more than usual.
I feel you.
Oh man, but yeah. See, I think that would have been great. But like the moments that we had where, you know, Hailee starts to warm up to Vince Vaughn, are nice and sweet. The moment at the ice cream shop.
Yeah,
It's
I thought that was a super cute scene where
Yeah.
like he's trying to explain It's like, oh,
His work.
Yeah. And you walk out, and then, how are you going to get out? And he's like, well, I have a car. And he's like, well, then you need a driver. Is it, do you have anybody who you can trust?
Wait, is he or she
right?
Someone you can trust?
Yeah.
Very progressive for the 2016.
And then she's like, okay, well, then I'll walk. Well, which direction you going? I'll go left. He's like, well, okay, then you're walking by a bank, and banks have cameras. There's an ATM machine.
Yeah.
ATM machines have cameras.
Now you're on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it's a great moment because like even though like in this scene it seems like a criminal is teaching his daughter something he shouldn't be, but it's one of those moments where like even if your dad was like a woodworker, you go into the garage like, hey, what are you doing? You show her some things.
Right.
It's a weirdly wholesome. Just the subject isn't as whole,some as you want it to be. I actually did like the amount of cameos this movie had. Because like the only reason you grow attached to like these people in their cameo roles is because you know them from other properties.
Oh yeah,
But
definitely.
I don't know if they're just like, I'm free today, I could do this, a couple scenes, and they did it because of Vince Vaughn or whatever. It was nice to see Jon Favreau, Taraji P. Henson, and Terrence Howard. I don't remember the last thing I've seen Terrence Howard in. And I was like, I kind of like him as a cop. Not like I don't want to see him as like a city cop. I want to see him as like a small town sheriff.
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
We could probably have a month like that. Small town sheriff month.
Right?
I don't think there's as much recent movies as I want there to be.
But like, well, we did one, Last Stand, right? Where Arnold Schwarzenegger was.
We also did Walking Tall.
And Walking Tall.
I think.
Is that the one with The Rock?
Yeah.
Yep.
It becomes him and Johnny Knoxville are the only.
Oh
cops.
yes, yeah, yep.
Yeah, and The Last Stand with what's his name, Louis de Guzman, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. I love those. Like those, there's so much heart in those films, and Terrence Howard played it up.
Yep.
Because like he's a small town cop. He didn't have to believe. He didn't have to sort of believe Vince Vaughn. He asked for the badge numbers, and if they didn't go, he wouldn't hand them over.
Right. Yep.
But like there was something. It was just Vince Vaughn being so adamant, and also him getting slapped by a supposed police officer. He's like, maybe there's some validity to this whole situation. And then like he tracks them down in his friggin' monster truck. And then he cared that his like deputy got shot.
Oh, right.
He really felt like a sheriff.
Right. He was the good cop. He was the one that, like, hey, if somebody's gonna take credit for this arrest, it should be him.
I also like the thing where what's called Vince Vaughn goes into the bathroom and Heilee Steinfeld's like bra is like hanging around, and she's like, come on, it's not like you haven't seen a bra. And he's like, yeah, but like it's yours. And she's like, I'm not a virgin, right? I did it in mom's bed and I didn't care. And he's like, no, you didn't.
Which makes him like a crazy weird stalker. Like he's like, oh, you spy on her that much? Oh.
He's like, I really liked him. He's like, he wasn't good enough for you. Well, it's funny because like we know Vince Vaughn. He's a funny dude.
Yep.
But we also got to remember he's still a criminal.
Yeah.
And so it just sounded like a line that a criminal like father would say. He's like, yeah, I pressed him. He's not good enough for you. You could do so much better.
Yep. Yeah.
But like it was nice to see that whole thing just because I don't know how long he's been watching her. I don't know to what degree. Right,
we don't know, but he's got lots of pictures. He's got pictures of her like playing soccer and as a young girl and stuff like that. So because she finds like a little shoebox of pictures.
Yeah.
And so she kind of realize, and she's like, why do you have so many pictures of me? Are you some kind of pervert? And he's like, no, I'm your dad.
But he really did try to just make do with what he had.
Right, yeah.
You know what was one of the things that worried me throughout the whole film? That Harper was in on it. With Bill Paxton.
Right.
I was like, no, I don't want him to betray Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Did you have that at the back of your mind?
No, actually, I liked that he was like the small town sheriff. Usually
No. I'm talking about the guy from Breaking Bad. His handler.
Oh, right, because he does make reference to like how he runs like a gun store or something. And how he like works with a lot of cops.
Yeah. did it cross your mind
that didn't?
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that would have been bad.
That would have been heartbreaking. That would have added another 10 minutes to the movie. But yeah, I mean, the guy that had the 1-star review talking about how everyone didn't act like they were like their Oscar-worthy caliber. But then again, it's like they weren't really in this movie for a long enough time to give you that.
Right. Really, like, the majority of the screen time is Vince Vaughn and his daughter. I'm like, that's the real...
The meat of the story.
Yeah.
You know? Like, Vince Vaughn Terrence Howard was in it for, like, the longest.
Yeah.
And, you know, he didn't phone it in. He made you believe. I didn't even realize that was Bill Paxton. Like, he just looked super familiar.
This may have been like his last movie.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no. I didn't know he died.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his. So like I used to watch like all of his stuff. Like it was like from Aliens. He was like my favorite person in Aliens, and then I was kind of like he was Twister.
Oh yeah. I didn't know he died though. You know, I guess he didn't get the same coverage that Patrick Swayze got when he died.
It's true. That's true.
Yeah, I saw this TikTok. Oh, it was a little tangent for you guys. A little TikTok. There's a TikTok about like these people. They're just talking. I think they were talking about Roadhouse or something. And then one of the girls that are in the podcast or was a guest. She's like, oh, R.I.P. You know. And then one of the main hosts is like, yeah, R.I.P. And he's like, what are you guys talking about? And he's like, Patrick Swayze, he's dead, you know? Like, no, he's not. And you could it's one of those beautiful moments that's captured on film.
Right.
The moment you can see his heart break slowly.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, it's been like 7 years.
I know I've had conversations with people, and I've even done like the opposite before, where I've been like, oh man, I miss that there's no more movies since blah blah blah, died, and they're like, he's not dead. he got a messy divorce, so he took a few years off, but he's actually got something coming out, and I'm like, no, he's dead. Google, oh my god, he's still alive.
You worried them for a second, like, whoa. The Rock isn't dead. Oh my gosh. I know a lot of people thought about that with Brendan Fraser. I'm glad he's getting this resurgence now.
Right?
But then again, people have forgotten that he's the voice actor for the dude from Doom Patrol. You know? It's like I heard Doom Patrol's a really good show too. So I haven't seen it yet, but my friend raves about it, so probably gonna watch it. I need to watch it soon.
It is. And he's not just the voice that he's
in the body, right?
Well, no, but they do lots of flashbacks of him because he used to be a race car driver before he was the robot. So they do lots of flashbacks, and so he's actually in it quite a few episodes.
Oh, so you've seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Very, very fun.
Okay.
If you
better than She-Hulk?
I really liked She-Hulk. If you like Umbrella Academy.
Oh, okay.
It's weird and
it's quirky.
It's quirky like that.
Yeah, I can kind of see Vince Vaughn in these type of roles as well. Not to say that him and Brendan Fraser are interchangeable, but I feel like they're within the same sphere of comedy.
I could see that. Yeah.
I think a lot of people forget Brendan Fraser opened up with like comedy, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Encino Man and stuff like that. That was all him.
Blast from the Past.
Right. George of the Jungle.
Oh man, he was so ripped in that movie. Like,
yeah, that's when all the girls fell in love with him.
I mean, yeah, he had that infectious smile too. Like,
right. Yeah.
He was a wild man. And Leslie Mann still looks hot. From that movie till today. Leslie Mann, I don't know what it is.
Right?
Her small boob energy. You know? I love all boob shapes and sizes. And for some reason, the ones with like smaller chests, they age well. They don't have to worry about back pain.
Right. No hunching, no sagging.
But yeah, like we can't also forget about Heilee Steinfeld's like performance in here. I think she's super good. Like she doesn't feel like she phoned it in.
No, this is.
Yeah, she plays.
This isn't like early her, but she's.
No.
This is.
No, I think she definitely did Pitch Perfect too. Like I think that was like way before this.
Okay.
Yeah, well, let's look it up before I was like, Pitch Perfect 2 is in the same year, idiot.
Remember, if Barry makes mistakes like that, please rag on him on our Facebook page.
Oh, yeah, see, 2015?
So it's only a year earlier, right?
Yeah.
Because this was 2016, right?
Yeah, but, I mean, she's been working since...
Oh, yeah.
2007.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in True Grit. Oh, that's where the guy was talking about True Grit. When she was a child. Yeah, oh yeah, she's in Begin Again too with Matt Ruffalo.
Right.
And Keira Knightley, one of my favorite Keira Knightley movies. So hot. But yeah, you know, she does her job well. She doesn't phone it in. So I don't understand what that guy's talking about. At least with Vince Vaughn and Heilee Steinfeld, they really delivered the roles perfectly, I feel like.
Right, yeah. I had no complaints on acting. Yeah, because you get somebody who just like
did not care.
Yeah.
There is some Tommy Wiseau performances out there that no one wants to admit, but they're there.
As I was watching this, though, I was like, my head, because there was no wrestlers, I was like, what wrestler did they picture in what part of this movie that just didn't end up, working out?
Edge.
And I was like, I thought that I was like, you could do Edge as Vince Vaughn. Definitely, like you could take any big thuggy wrestler, Batista, whatever, and make him the thuggy Colombian.
Oh right,
guy.
Yeah, it's funny. I feel like the acting giants of the WWE world had to have gone like, The Rock is up top. Oh, he's the most commercially successful wrestler ever. But right underneath that, I think it's a tie between John Cena and Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
Now, I know what you guys are going to say. Well, what about the 90s film with Hulk Hogan? Well, sorry, Hulk Hogan is a racist. So he's like, trust me. Hey, I was as much of a Hulkamaniac.
It's true. You got Andre the Giant and Princess Bride.
Oh.
So.
Well, yeah, but then now his claim to fame is the Obey sticker. Which I hope, I hope the Andre the Giant family got some of that money. Use his face.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and I know you guys are gonna talk about the Hulk. What's his name? Guy in the kilt.
Oh, Piper. Yeah, Ryder Piper.
Yeah. But sorry, they're relics at this point. Me and Colby are relics.
Right.
I work with a bunch of young kids, and they just call me old all the time now. So, yeah.
Big Show even had his own TV show.
Yeah. He's just too big.
Right. Yeah.
He's too big to be the main guy.
It would have had to be a smaller wrestler. Maybe you throw like a...
I can picture John Cena being in Vince Vaughn's role. But that's because John Cena has great comedic timing.
But I think you would then have to have the bad guy be a bigger person too.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Like a larger stature person, because John Cena would be too intimidating against
Yeah.
Bill Paxton.
Well, like the stakes would just have to be higher. Like Heilee Steinfeld would have to be hanging off a building or something.
Right. Yeah.
And then John Cena. I mean, like, I don't know how Bill Paxton would see him coming anyway. But he would jump off the building to save his daughter.
Yeah.
Or you get a younger actress as well. You know, because then, like, Vince Vaughn, he's an older gentleman. John Cena, I think he's pretty old too, but, like, much, I think, younger than Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Dave Bautista could also have been it, but you got to get a bigger dude. Like now Heilee Steinfeld has to be like in a spaceship. I think if I had to choose who to fight between John Cena and Dave Bautista, I'm gonna get stomped. But I feel like John would feel bad for me at some point.
Right. Yeah.
My Filipino brother Dave Bautista, he's putting me in the ground, 6 feet. All right, guys, we're coming up to our hour. Thank you guys for joining us. If this is the first time you guys are joining us, we have our reviews in 4 sections. We have Stream It, DVD It, Blu-ray It, and the WWE Studios Ultimate Box Collection. That one's too tempting.
I already want the. I'm gonna go look and see what other WWE movies are in a box collection.
I know Edge has one. He's like in a good amount of movies.
He is.
Yeah.
I don't know what you'd get with Blu-ray that would make it worth. I feel like I feel like this is definitely like you could get this in like the $4.99
bins
bin, and like yeah, I guess if you did like the $6.99 Blu-ray, I would go that way.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go like $14.99 Blu-ray.
Not for an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So are we saying safe to say DVD?
I'm gonna go DVD.
Yeah, DVD, and it's not because we don't want to get this Blu-ray. It's just that like it's an hour and 30. It's a pretty straightforward movie. It's fun. It's fun. I think it's a great like little family movie, sort of. Unfortunately, there's no boobs in it. But yeah, it's super fun. Me and Kobe. DVD. It's an easy DVD. It's almost like, it kind of just reminds me of like those classic like action family movies from the 90s.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah. Exactly.
The Last Action Hero.
Yeah. Easy watch. You could just throw it on anytime. Kind of. It could be background. You could sit down and watch it. You know, it's.
Yeah.
Just a fun, entertaining, enough action to keep it moving. Like just kind of clicking along, but still got like that fun, that the heart.
Yeah.
In it.
Yeah, and you know, Vince Vaughn, even though he plays this straight, he's still like, because he's Vince Vaughn, even though he plays things straight, it's still funny.
Oh, right. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to check down below with our all of our affiliate links and our YouTube link to our for our commentary channel, the WWT commentary channel. When
you say down below, are you telling them to go down on us? Because that's where our socials are. We got our Facebook and our Twitter down there. Definitely give us a like, a share, a follow, a subscribe. That way you can keep up with all of our exploits.
Hell yeah.
Hell to the yeah.
Yeah, this is Who Watches This. My name is Barry.
This is Colby.
See, now I messed it up. Because that's why I say this is Who Watches This. My name is Barry.
This is Colby.
And this is Who Watches This. If you guys want to check out who does the theme music, it is Lee Rosevere. It's called Arcade Montage. It's on her album Music for Podcast 3, and her Bandcamp is down below.
Thank you.